Three, two.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Beyond the Gates Aftershow here on JLJ Media. My name is Amanda Russ, and I'm here with my lovely co host, Miss Candice Mack. And I'm going to be honest, we're a little confused slash upset.
No, we're pissed off. We're pissed off.
Well, I was being nice.
I wasn't. I'm tired of being nice. I am done being nice. That's all we do is be nice.
What? Y'all heard that? Did y'all hear that?
So, first and foremost, hey everybody, happy Sunday. Yes, I'm still salty that the Patriots didn't win last Sunday. It's all good. Congratulations to the Seahawks. Whatever. Now I guess we're in basketball season, Final Four, all that jazz. But it doesn't matter. Right now, what matters is first and foremost that you guys are here with us for JLJ Media Soapy Sunday. As you know, follow this is the Young and the Restless mini spotlight, the Bold and Beautiful mini spotlight, and the General Hospital mini spotlight, where I can't wait to hear what James and Frank has to say about how Maxie all of a sudden, like, you would just think she was just sleeping overnight instead of being in a coma. Like, I don't understand that process. And then you head over to the Dish and Days crew. Tell them we said hi with Tony and Dom as they talk about the Emmy Award winning fourth longest NBC show in their 100-year history that never gets any play, Days of Our Lives, which has some great stuff that happens over there. All right, so here's the deal, folks. Each week we come on, we talk to you guys about what's going on behind Fairmount Press, and you guys seem to enjoy us until we got a note from the Fairmount Press HOA department. I quote, to whom it may concern, I write this letter not out of being mean, but out of concern for our community. On what should have been a peaceful afternoon in Fairmount Press, I was subjected to what can only be described as unscripted chaos near the fountain. First and foremost, okay, whatever. Two women, later identified as Candice Mack and Amanda Russ, were observed inside the gates despite having being told to not come near the gates. First offense, the pursuit. One of the women, Amanda, aggressively pursued our security officer down Magnolia Drive. While I respect physical fitness, chasing an uninformed, ununified employee while shouting, it's for journalism. Does not
Well, it
reflect the
was.
quiet dignity. I know. I got your back, girl. I got you. I got you. They said it doesn't reflect the quiet dignity we uphold here. Security is meant to guard the gates, not to be flirted with a light jog. The second offense, the vocal discipline. The other woman, me, I guess, entered
Candice Mack.
a guest and said, wait a minute, check this out. Said that me, was violating a rule by calling a certain new doctor and a former firefighter hot and sexy.
It's not your fault they drove by and you were like, hey.
Well, apparently I was being disruptive, and they said that I quote, then went to the bar and then I drunk like four glasses of champagne. I don't recall that. So
I don't know what they're talking about.
I don't know what
I
they're
don't
talking
recall.
about.
I don't recall any glasses of champagne being drank. Totally don't remember that.
I don't even remember being at the country club, to be honest with you. And
You
so
know what?
they
My
said
name's
that
not even Amanda. I don't know who they're talking about.
I don't know who they talking about, but apparently there was videos. There was some people who claimed to see us, including Miss Danny Dupree. You know what, Danny? We'll talk later. There was a girl named Haley who claimed that I pushed her.
Oh, please. That bitch
You
had
know
it
what?
coming. I
So
mean,
this
we
is what
didn't
I'm
push
gonna say.
anybody.
I'm gonna say this. This is how we got into the gates this week. We want answers from the HOA, the whole apartment. You know what, Vanessa? You're part of this. You're part of this committee, aren't you? You know what? Okay. People get stitches for snitching. Just saying. And
We
what?
were just
What?
doing our job. We were just
Yeah.
working on a story because we've been doing behind the scenes stuff, working on a story.
No, I'm mad,
didn't. I mean, it's not my fault that the security guard got intimidated and ran. Okay.
No.
You know what? It's not my fault. You see
And
how
I'm
sweet
sorry.
I look?
And
Give me a
see, Haley, you
break.
shouldn't have been in my way. You shouldn't have been in my way, Haley. That's why you got pushed. You tried.
Bitch was literally in the way. Okay, we're walking and she just walked right in our way. What are we supposed to do?
I ain't gonna say excuse me.
Well, needless to say, our press passes no longer work.
Ain't gonna say that I said, quote, this is a man with a debris and a hose. So hose me down. This is what it says, folks.
So we are to cease and assist.
I'll seek and assist
What
somebody.
we are supposed to do.
I'll see.
That's
You know
fine.
what? I can't.
That's fine. No problem.
It's all right. You know what? That's fine. That's okay. Because you know what?
Because you know what? Other people disrupt and they don't get letters. Okay.
Nope.
But that's fine. That's fine.
It's all right.
Miss Leslie was sneaking in the gate all the time before she got rich. So I don't know what they're talking about.
Actually, you know what? I think she actually wrote the letter, to be honest, because at the end it says, I trust the HOA, particularly the Duprees, will handle this. And also say that Fairmount Crest is a sanctuary of quiet power and not a live recap stage. Respectfully and anonymously, a concerned resident who pays their dues on time. You know what?
Oh, you know what?
You know what? That's all right. Wait. Just what? You know what? That's why some of y'all hair gonna get pulled. Never mind. Anyway.
All right. So you know what? I've got an idea. Next week, disguises. That's how we'll get in. Disguises.
No, next week. Oh no, next week it's a special occasion. Oh no. See,
our photos are now taped to the wall of the security office, like the little security gate. So my picture is like real big blown up, taped up there because I did jump. I may or may not have jumped over the fence. So that might have got on. Just saying.
No, let me just say this real quick. Next week is a special day for me. I'm crashing through the gates with my tequila. And what? Anyway, and see, thank you everybody for our show. Thank you very much. That's called acting. Acting.
At least we got in.
Right?
I mean, we might have got kicked out, but at least we got in. Okay.
Exactly our point. Anyway, no, seriously, all jokes aside, hey everybody in the chat room. I see, let's see who we have in here. Rebecca, Paris, Lady B, of course, James is in there. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to JLJ Media, home of all things crazy. Also, super chats are welcome, by the way. You know, so every little dime helps us get into the gates. Just saying.
Sure.
All right,
and
so
it helps us buy our Febreze.
Wait, Amanda, we gotta do the right pose. Come on, like. Okay, that's the shot. That's the money shot.
And
right
then
there.
on like we gotta do like on the Price is Right.
Oh yeah, that too. Hold on. And also by M&M's.
We always do that. We're doing it.
Wait a minute. And by M&M's, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you put M&M's on certain guys, it will melt. Just saying.
I'm sorry. Candice, all right, we're already gonna start. You're already everybody, just so everyone knows, she started it. Okay. Now you have in my head me pouring M&M's on men and letting them melt. Thank you, Candice.
You're welcome. it was Valentine's Day and Galentine's Day. Okay, Friday and Saturday, right? So I think we all can say that there is a certain guy on the show that we would want to be our Valentine. Our Valentine's. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying. Okay, and they're hot. So again, candy and men and females go hand in hand. M&M's. And if M&M's and Febreze would like to sponsor us, go for it. All right. So let's
I got one question.
Yeah.
In the chat, who would be, if you could pick anybody from the show, male or female, who would be your Valentine? I want to know your answer.
I mean, I think we all know who my top two would be. Just saying.
And we know who my top two is.
She got four, y'all. She's just trying to be slick. She's trying to be like really nice. But also, real quick before we start, Ben Gavin, happy belated birthday, and also Jen Jacobs, happy belated birthday. Their birthdays have passed. And yes, next week we will be here next Sunday. Yes, y'all already know what next Sunday is for me. But also on the 24th, Tuesday, will mark the 1-year anniversary of Beyond the Gates debut on CBS. Stay tuned because we might have something planned. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. I want to kick this off with Haley because Haley is now the word. Okay, so first and foremost, we've now known Haley for a year and a couple of days, and the one thing is, let's say, is it Ronnie Rose's birthday? Hold up. Okay. Hey, Amanda, can you check that out? See, this is what we're doing. We're doing like heavy control situations here. If it's Ronnie's birthday, happy birthday to you. February, babies. Okay. So with Haley.
Oh, if it's her birthday, happy birthday, girl, because I love you.
Right?
I don't care. I think her story's accurate. Okay? When you're young, you do impulsive, weird things.
Well, do you want to start with her story first? Do you want to start with her storyline first?
With yeah, Chelsea? We can.
Okay. So, Haley, we'll get to you in just a moment. So, we got Chelsea and Madison. They're engaged. Love is all around. Woo! Okay. However, Madison said that her fellowship fell through, correct? So, reality kicks in.
Did it, guys? Did it, or are we just saying that now?
Child, I started thinking about that too. I was like, did it really fall through, or did she? And I don't want to say this because if she did it, then I don't know how I would feel about it. Because to me, she seemed like she really wanted to do this fellowship, right? But I feel as though she didn't do it because of Chelsea, if that makes sense. Like I don't know. Again, this is where I'm going to need some backstory about Madison. Like, who is she? What type of person is she? Is she that type of person that if she goes ahead and accomplishes something and she leaves somebody behind, does she feel bad? Because right. I was thinking, I was like, well, wait a minute. All of a sudden, she's not doing this anymore.
Right.
How did you feel about it?
I think that she didn't want to do it in the first place. I think it was like a knee-jerk reaction to Chelsea's drug use. I think she friggin' saw the drug use. She kind of panicked. She's like, she's not ready to settle down. This is not my thing. I'm a doctor. I'm not going to be around drugs. I think it was I think she did it without even thinking it through. Right. And then she's like, well, I'm getting out of here. But then when Chelsea's like, oh, wait, I love you. What are you doing? I'll go with you. She's like, oh, wait, well, I didn't even want to go in the first place. That's how I feel it was.
and I'm sorry, you're right. It didn't fall through. She just chose not to go. But still, it's sort of like, is it because is it because of Chelsea? Because like you guys are saying, you hope that Madison doesn't regret it because it did mean something to her. And I think, all right, Chelsea, we need to have a talk because now I feel as though you, I, I don't want to say she always gets what she seems like she always gets what she wants because she's spoiled. But I just feel as though I don't know how I'm feeling because I feel bad for Madison. Like I know that she wanted this. You can tell she wanted this. And then but she also loves Chelsea, y'all. She really does love Chelsea. But also at the same time, Madison knows that Chelsea may not be in the healthiest spot right now.
Right.
So I'm kind of like I just don't want her to have that regret. I'm with you guys. I don't want her to have that regret of, Chelsea wilding out and Madison is like, do you know what I sacrificed to be with you to make sure you was on your, da 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 da.
No, yeah, that's a good point. I don't want her to regret it either, but I do think all right. Sometimes you love the person more than you love the job. So if I chose, I hope she don't resent her. I feel like if you love somebody enough, maybe you won't. But I guess it depends on how much she really wanted to go. Because again, they don't tell us very much about her.
Let me see. In the chat first, I'm conflicted about Miss Chelsea because she's young and impulsive. Chelsea is a wild girl, unlike Madison. But I appreciate Chelsea standing up to her dad. But Bill made some good points. We'll talk about him in a minute. Let's see. Samantha she said she also had a dream of being a wife and having a family before she had a dream of doing the fellowship. Let's see. Paris says it feels rushed. They need to write Chelsea and Madison better and give them more screen time to make it work. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. This relationship needs more build up. That's why I said I need to know more about Madison because I feel as though if we know more, we already know Chelsea. We already know Chelsea. Look, Chelsea's family is. But what about Madison? Like, I feel as though that's my key part of the story is where does Madison come from? Why isn't her mom like what's going on with that?
Right.
And I feel as though it's all let me see. At least Chelsea is aware of what Madison is giving up with comparing it to her parents and how Danny gave up her career for Bill. Get back to you on that one. It's all on Madison. I don't think Chelsea would do something controlling after her crazy ex. I'm not feeling Madison for Chelsea. And I know some people have been saying that lately. So let me bring in the Bill factor here because Bill rushed over to Danny acting like, hey, I got some news for you. I got some news for you. And when he knocked on the door, there was somebody who answered that door who was like, I'll let her know that you came by. I'll tell her that you called or something like that. And that was Andre. Okay. Chat room. I need to know where you guys are at with this. Because it seems like Bill is using every excuse in the book to somehow go over to Danny's house. Let me say that again. Danny and Andre's house to see Danny any given time.
Correct.
And when Bill was like, when Andre had said, no, seriously, Bill, you need to leave. I'll, da da da. Here comes Danny. And she steps in and she's listening to and she tells Bill, we'll talk about Chelsea when we meet up with her. So pretty much what she's saying is, you can come in here because this is not Bill free time. Instead, we'll talk with Chelsea when it's us three in a public place, not an
Right.
intimate place, but a public place. Your thoughts?
I don't think. Oh my God, this is so difficult because I'm going to tell you this. It's like Andre doesn't even know Danny. I mean, he's the husband, and what is her friend's name? Pamela.
Pam?
Is it Pamela?
Yeah, Pam.
You would think they would know her better because I'm going to tell you this. Danny is not the type that likes you to control her. So the fact that Bill's trying to call her and they're hiding it. Bill, don't do that. I'm a grown ass woman, and I choose if I talk to my ex or not. Same thing I would tell my own friggin' significant other. If I choose to talk to him for whatever reason, normally I wouldn't. But if there's some kind of reason, that's my choice, not yours. If I find out that someone messed with my phone and I got a call and they didn't tell me, I'd be mad, number one. Number two, the fact that he's so insecure about it says a lot. And why was he not more mad? Girl, we've been waiting for the kisses to come out, and then he wasn't mad enough. His reaction was not what I was expecting.
Okay. So somebody did ask me that question of, did I want Andre to lash out? And I think because we're so used to this on soaps, when the husband finds out the wife cheated or vice versa, there's the whole, right? We know that sometimes in reality that doesn't happen.
Right.
They stay calm because one, it's like, okay, part of you knew that something was going to go down between these two. They have history. Sure. But I think the maturity of Andre spoke volumes. Because it was like, okay, Danny, first and foremost, yes, I'm very proud that Danny is setting boundaries. It took a while, but she's starting to do it. Because I think she also understands. See, this is what I'm noticing. And guys in chat, tell me if you think this isn't, I don't know. I'm going from the first time we met her to now. She's grown up.
Yeah.
Danny realizes that she cannot go back to how it used to be with Bill. And by that, it's Bill embarrassed her.
Right.
Like, for real, embarrassed her. She gave up her career. She gave up this to be, and she wanted it. Just like, again, with Madison, she wanted to be a wife. She wanted to be a mother. But at the same time, her marriage came with a price. And Bill once, twice, 3 times cheated on that girl. Made her go loco in front of the whole Fairmount Crest. Y'all talking about a letter that we got. Why nobody write a letter for Danny? Okay?
Sure.
You now have it where she knows that Bill is now realizing, oh crap, I realized that this is what I gave up. And she's now flaunting, she's like, hey. She went through that. But she has somebody at home that really believes in her, trusts in her, and loves her. And she was about to do the same thing. In other words, embarrass Andre. Now she realizes, well, wait a minute, I have a husband. Bill, you are still going to be a part of my life because you're the father of my child. But we have to have some boundaries here. You just can't come up in here like you still own the place. You can't talk to me. You can't look at me a certain type of way. I've noticed that Danny has grown up.
She has grown up. She has. I just
Right.
don't.
And then,
I don't. I didn't necessarily want him to go nuts and divorce her, but I did expect him to be more angry about it.
I think it's because he's been through this before. And see, this is why I'm going to need this season. I need more insight about his past. Where was when he was gone? Who was he with, and whatnot?
You know what else? If anyone caught this, I'd really like to know. Danny quit. Did Danny quit because she wanted to? Because she wanted to be a housewife and a mother and take care of the house and do all that stuff? Or did he ask her to? Because when he spoke, Bill, just saying, when he spoke, he made it sound like that's part of the reason they started growing apart and fell out of love is because of that, because she quit being herself. So I'm wondering if he actually asked her to do that or if she just did it on her own. Because if she did it on her own and he never even asked her to do that, it's kind of unfair to blame him. He didn't ask you to do it, you chose to do it. But if he asked her to do it, then I could understand being like blaming him or resenting.
And it kind of it's like a mirror image of Madison and Chelsea, because again, it's like Madison gave up her dream for Chelsea, and like you guys are saying in the chat, is that one, you're glad that Danny told Bill she's committed to Andre and she's staying with him. Yes, Bill is not happy that Chelsea and Madison are getting engaged. He's got a straight up problem with it. He brought up some good points.
It's kind of soon.
Yeah, like why now? Why not wait until you realize this is what you want and not just jump into something just because you were in love.
Because you do that when you're young. I did that when I was young. Like I've jumped into a relationship that was very unhealthy and not good for me. But I was young and impulsive, and I feel like that's what you do when you're young. So I've given her a little slack. A little.
I'm looking at Chelsea. Like, Chelsea is the wild child. She is literally Danny. Because remember, they said Danny was a wild thing too back in her days. But Madison is sort of the mature person. And that's what I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to be stuck on this. I need to know more about Madison.
It's like opposites attract in this situation because they're very opposite. Complete opposite.
And it happened really fast. That relationship really happened real fast. Like, legit. That Thursday they met, by next Wednesday they were moving in together. So yeah, and I get it. This is the new era of relationships where it's like boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, I do, and all that. So I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna say this. I agree with all of you guys about yeah, why are we listening to Bill? I'm not. I'm just thinking it's funny. I think it's funny that Bill is giving out marriage advice, right? Of all people, right? But I'm going to agree with you guys. I want more focus on Chelsea and Madison because I think we got something solid here. We got something. We do have something already, but I feel as though like the beast Sterlington is stirring, if that makes sense. Speaking of stirring,
I'm on the fence about it.
Yeah, let me talk about Haley real quick because I want to get to that.
Yeah, we gotta move on.
Yeah, Haley staged. Lord, she got Lynette to pop her in the face. Bill gets a call. He rushes over there. Haley been mugged, y'all. No, Lynette popped the one. You know what, Lynette? You know what? The funny thing is that Lynette really wanted to do it.
Yeah.
You don't just don't say, hey, friend, can you pop me in the eye, pretend that, this is a mugging? No, Lynette was like, if anybody noticed what she did, she kind of sized her up. Sort of like, I've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah. Hold on, let me take my rings off.
Right, like, let me put some baby oil
my
on.
knuckles.
and anybody who knows about the baby oil on the knuckles, like, I don't know if you know this, Amanda, but when you put baby oil on your knuckles and everything like that, it really actually gets hard. Like, you literally, like, it does damage. I saw it in the movie once. Yeah, I saw it on the movie once. Not saying that I did anything.
Sure.
So then we got Randy. Always nice to see Randy.
Is it? Oh my God. It's always nice to look at Randy. Love looking at Randy.
Alrighty now. There you go.
I mean, it's always good when he's on screen. Oh, man.
Okay. So I move this over because I was like, okay. So you got Randy. He threatens to expose Lynette. Warns that if he goes down, everybody goes down. Everybody going down.
Why don't you just take her out?
Everybody going to go.
I would take her out.
But here's the thing. Lynette got insurance. Why do y'all think I keep saying everybody who's believing that, certain things are going to happen? No, Lynette knows her mark. She knows her mark. This is it. First and foremost, Haley, you're going to be like, somebody pop me, I got mugged. Girl, you are so desperate and you obsessed with Danny. Like, I've never, like, for real though, Haley, I'm trying really hard to be like, girl, calm it down. But at the same time, you obsessed. You're stupid. Did I mention stupid?
Man, she's evil.
She ain't no evil. That's dumbness.
She
is the dumbness.
Oh gosh, Haley. Haley's gotten herself into a pickle, all right.
She ain't getting herself. No, like, my whole thing is like, literally, Lynette, like, okay, you want Bill's attention so badly. You're now stooping to this level.
Well, it's also because she's really okay. Haley's dumb, but also smart. Like, she already can see that Bill. He don't have to say it. She can see it. She lives with him. Bill regrets leaving Danny. She sees it. She knows it, and her insecurities are through the roof. And deep down, she knows that he really would rather be with Danny. And so her crazy is really coming out because she's jealous and she's mad and she's all of it rolled up in one. Like, and it's a bad combination because you're right. Now she's doing stupid things. Now the doctor is like, okay, none of this blood work is right. Now we have to start doing all these tests. Well, that's the opposite of what you want, right? She's just digging the hole so deep. I don't know how, like, you know how, like, in soap tropes, they always redeem people. I don't know how you can redeem her.
Lynette's going to pull a fast one. Lynette's going to do the thing that Haley isn't doing. She's actually going to try to really kill Bill. And then that's when Haley is going to be, no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I really do love you. Because again, Haley, if you really wanted to kill Bill so badly, he would already been dead. Just saying.
True.
And Lynette is working on something. She is working on something.
She is.
And the thing is that, like, Haley, you can tell it didn't work. Here she is like, Danny had a press conference because Danny's getting back into modeling, y'all. She had a fashion show. Yes. And somebody who I think, to be honest, okay, you know how James says he wants to be on Bold and Beautiful? Like, he wants to be somebody for Spencer Publications. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to now do this. I feel as though my character from Forever and a Day, which is out, you guys can stream and hear it, right? Danielle, she would have been perfect for this scene because the guy was kind of mocking Danny a little bit, pointing out this and that and everything else. And Danny held her head up high and during that press conference, while Haley was like, Bill was like this, looking at Danny like, oh yeah, baby. Yeah. And I'm like, Haley, if that doesn't tell you anything, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else you have to say. So then, okay, we need to talk about this. I know we got time. We don't have much. Jacob, you guys, now I'm starting to worry. Okay, we talked about this. He met with a shady character in the alley. But in order to join the team, Jacob has to prove himself. Sort of like an initiation, gang initiation, right? And he tried to be this cute little thug, but I'm starting to worry, you guys. Like, we talked about this, and that's why we talked about Naomi, why she didn't say anything. Because Jacob, to me, isn't doing such a good job of being thug life. And I feel as though it's going to be a lot right now. And again, I'm starting to wonder if he's going to make it out alive or not. What do you think?
That is a good question. I think this is very risky. I don't know why they would kill his character, but then again, they do kill characters. So you can't get too attached.
Yeah. Not saying I think he's going to get hurt in the sense of the way that he's acting. Like, I already think that the guy already knows, well, the people in, the team and everything knows that something may be off with Jacob. Because Jacob, right. I'm going to be honest, Jacob is coming off a little too hard to be a little thug, if that makes sense. It's like, if anybody's seen Boys in the Hood, right? Which is like by far one of the best movies John Singleton. There was a character, actor, I'm not saying who, okay, who you could tell they weren't accustomed to that life, but they still played it. Jacob, to me, is not, like, I don't know. I feel as though he got too much on his plate right now. He's trying to make sure that nobody, blows his cover, that he doesn't blow his cover. But now he got to prove himself by collecting a debt. And I'm like, oh crap! Like, here's the test. Here's the test. Wait,
does he know? Hopefully, he knows how to shake someone down, right? Hopefully, he does.
Hopefully, he knows how to tough somebody up. Because if not, he's gonna get roughed up. He's gonna get roughed up.
Hopefully, he does.
He better get that baby oil and that Crisco. Get that knuckles ready. Because, like you guys said in the chat room, he may get roughed up a bit, but I think he'll survive. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I'm just saying. So we'll see what happens. All right. I'm just gonna say this one name.
Right.
Because this character, I want more of her. I want more of her family. Because the shade between the Duprees and this character, it needs to be studied. Anastasia, go.
I'm trying to figure out what is her agenda, right?
I know
what is her agenda. Why I don't know why you would mess with such a powerful company. Yeah, such a powerful family. What's
Cause she
she
bougie.
thinking?
And
It's very risky, guys. Very risky.
it's just she's that girl, she's that woman who tries to stir the pot, and then when she gets caught, like again, she thought Anita was going to pop her one, because that's when she jumped. She running at her mouth, and Anita did like this, and girlfriend flinched. Y'all saw how she flinched. And her granddaughter, the grandbaby, I'm glad she got her notes done too. Like the shade between those two, like I personally, okay, we're now a year in, and I feel as though the Duprees needs a rival family. We've been talking about this for a long time. They need
Okay.
a rival family to go toe to toe. Like you have, like on Bold and Beautiful, you have the Forresters, Logans, and Spencers, right? On Young and Restless is the Newmans and the Abbotts, and stuff like that. We need a rival family for the Duprees because I feel as though you have the characters there to go one-on-one with. But I would love a family. And does it have to be a political family? Do it have to be a fashion? Do it have to be? I don't know. But I really want a rival family for the Duprees. It's
Oh
time.
my gosh. I just thought of something. Okay. So Anastasia's like super uppity and super like she doesn't,
Yeah.
I got it. Okay. What if she starts messing with Leslie because Leslie doesn't really belong behind the gates? What if she starts messing with Leslie and then Leslie has to team up with the Duprees to take this family out? Because what's better story than having to team up with your enemy?
See, I feel as though that's if God's will and Beyond the Gates lasts 30 years. That's something you could do. No, because when you said that, I'm thinking about Jill and Catherine on Young and Restless. How there was like after a certain amount of years, Jill and Catherine started to work together because they always, was at each other's throats. So I
Right.
think it needs to happen in a couple of years, not right now, because I feel as though this is where, and I'll be honest, I feel as though they're having a problem with Leslie right now. They don't know what to do with her because you've already done the Nicole thing, right? You already have her with Ted. By the way, Shanice and Ted made plans. And we also met the chief of staff. So Shanice and the chief of staff need to be yeah. Oh yeah, Ted was like this. What the heck? But I feel as though again they need a rival for this family. And by the way, Beyond the Gates, y'all are really trying with my blood pressure because Anita passed out at the country club. Y'all didn't have to do that. And it was right in front of Leslie.
Of course.
So I'm going to say this for Anastasia. I like her. Let's build around her. I am wondering, could she see now? This would be messy if she was Haley's biological mama.
True.
Just saying.
What if her family is involved in the whole blood thing? What if her family is not as upstanding as she wants everybody to think?
I mean, I would like that, but I feel as though she needs to be separate from that. Because it's too much, it would be too much. You would really have to break everything down. And because of how this show is right now, and this is actually a good thing, what I'm about to say, is everybody is in their own lane, but they're surrounded where they're all connected, but not by a lot of threads. So, like Leslie is a part of Joey and Vanessa, right? She's a part of Ted and Nicole and the Duprees, right?
Told her.
Like she's like in 3 different orbits, right? Okay. Then you have Nicole. Now, this week, Nicole, and shout out to the writers because Daphne, who, plays Nicole from Haiti, they talked about Haiti culture. But homegirl is embracing her freaking girl. She is hot girl winter going into spring. She all dancing with Kyle, like, hey, hey.
I get that.
I was like, okay. I was like,
if you've been married a long time, if you've been married like a long time and then you're free, you do want to explore adventures in life.
Yeah,
I know that from experience.
She is in her single girl era. But here's the thing. What did I tell you? Colton saw them at Uptown. And he kind of looked like, what the heck? Like, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. She's my woman. She mine. She mine. We don't like that. Like, and the thing is that I guess because Colton was back to surprise his mama or something like that. That's so nice. And everything. And she explained she was out. First and foremost, Nicole, you didn't need to give Colton an explanation of what you were doing and why you was doing it. First and foremost, again, I am sorry.
Okay, hold on. She had sex with him. She went on dates with him. He does have the right. She does need to explain that she doesn't want it to be serious and that didn't mean what he thinks it means. She should have been way more clear about that because I think when they went on those dates and they had a picnic and then they had sex, I think he thought that meant they were dating. And she wasn't specific about it. And I don't blame him for being a little surprised or a little territorial because I don't think she really explained that well until now.
Okay.
Now it's clear.
Okay. I get what you're saying. I respect it. However, Colton and to the men of Fairmount Crest who doesn't have a ring on these women's finger, I'm going to need y'all to stop acting like you can control them. Because Nicole is in free range land. Meaning, she can do whatever she wants. She can do whoever she wants, whenever she wants, and enjoy it. She doesn't have to give you now. Yeah, should she have said, "Oh, by the way, we're but no," because Colton, no. Colton, explain to us, explain to Nicole how you've been waiting 30-something years to tap that. That's your best friend's wife. I'm still not over that yet.
Oh no, it's weird. I would personally, I would not date him. But that's just my opinion. I wouldn't date my ex's best friend because it's just weird to me. But you know what? To each their own.
And by the way, I remember that too. Nicole already told Colton it wasn't exclusive. It wasn't anything serious. She was having fun. That's right. When he lifted her up by her waist and everything, that's when she said it.
In the middle of sex? That's a horrible time to say it.
I mean,
have you met a guy? They don't have a brain. No, I'm just joking.
No,
I don't want to hate mail.
We're being dead serious about this.
Oh, by the way, I got these. Can you see? This is what I got for Valentine's Day. Can you see it?
What I got for Valentine's Day?
Rubies. It's ruby.
You want to know what I got for Valentine's Day? I'll show you what I got for Valentine's Day. And this is going to be on JLJ probably one day in between pages. The Susan Lucci book.
Nice. Yes. Love it.
And by the way, there's a lot of people would like Susan Lucci to be on Beyond the Gates. She made a mention of how Beyond the Gates is thriving and it's doing good in daytime. So shout out to you, Susan Lucci. Come on our show. We'll talk. I mean, on the after show of All My Children as well. But real quick before we wrap it up.
All right, we got 5 minutes. What did we miss?
Okay, so I mean, we talked about.
Let me say one thing. We'll
Okay,
just finish Nicole out. I want her to have fun and be free and everything. I have no problem with people dating multiple people or hooking up with multiple people. I'm not a prude. I have no problem with it. I've done it before. But I do think that you got to be very clear because it's unfair to the other person if you're not extremely clear. In the middle of sex, Candice, that don't count.
But even before that, though, it should, like, even when they start talking, it should have came clear too that nothing serious, just like some fun. But the problem is that okay, and I had this problem
too much. But
see, I also had this problem on Bone the Beautiful with Katie, when Katie and Wyatt, when they were just having fun, and it was already established that it was just about fun. That somebody then decides, oh, okay, maybe fun time is over with. Maybe I need to be a little bit more serious. No, Nicole y'all don't understand. Nicole played that part of a good, loving wife. Now she's letting her freak out.
Yeah, and I have no problem with it. It's awesome.
And
I think it's awesome,
right. Like,
and if he wants to keep being controlling, then he can go. We'll go to someone else.
That's why he's a male prostitute. He's a male prostitute, y'all. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying. He's gonna be watch. I'm telling you. Okay, so the new chief of staff, we believe, might be shady. Already.
You think?
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Look.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he's gonna be shady. Yeah.
Something is up between Grayson. I'm sorry, Amanda. I know that's your boy, but I think Grayson is a part of the ring. I think the chief of staff is a part of the ring. I know the ring. I think I don't know, maybe another patient is a part of the ring.
Who's the Lord of the Rings? Who's in trouble? Right. Who's in charge? Who's the Lord of the Rings?
But I'm just like, right now, I will say that all the storylines on this show, including the debutante ball, because okay, that little girl, everything is holding my attention right now, which is good. Because I feel as though, as we said, next Tuesday, the 24th, is the 1-year anniversary. And I'm looking forward, because there's a lot that's going to be going down on Beyond the Gates. Remember, June is the crossover event of Young and the Restless and Beyond the Gates. We have the debutante ball. Yes, folks, we're getting a ball. We're getting parties. And I'm also wanting to know, because again, the fallout of Naomi telling Jacob. And when I say fallout, I mean, not that like a yelling thing. I just want to know how that's going to be dealt with. As well as Haley being, Lord. Let me see. Hold on. So wait a minute. Somebody says, I know the theory Grayson is part of the blood, but you're hoping. Oh, there's people who don't want Grayson to be a part of the ring.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Because it's not fair. Don't bring my favorite man on and then make him a criminal. Not yet.
You've been struck by a smooth criminal. We will be back next week.
Yep, that's true.
We will be back next week. Something might happen. I don't know what the heck is going on. I already know how we're getting past the gates. I already know.
And we're gonna do a live. We're gonna do a live this week. Most likely Hump Day. We'll see. We're gonna do a live this week.
Let us know. I want to ask this real quick before we go. Chat. Would you guys prefer, if God's willing, we both are available, for Wednesdays to be our live IG nights, just to talk about what's currently, like, just a little bit of what's happening, what we think of the midweek of Beyond the Gates? Okay, somebody said do YouTube. Do on YouTube live.
We could do.
We would have to get with James on that one. Well, we'll see because, like I said, we may have something planned for the 24th as well.
So we do. We have some special things coming for you guys. Don't worry.
We do. We got stuff happening, y'all. Trust and believe, we do. But you guys, keep it locked and load. Like and subscribe to JLJ Media. We'll be back in a few minutes for the Young and the Restless. And boy, do somebody on this panel with Tammy, James, Amanda, and myself have something to say about the quote unquote rush of the storyline that happened this week. Stay tuned. Keep it fresh. Keep it
Bye,
fresh.
guys.
Bye. And we're still on.